Hi, this is Gregory. I wanted to show you some more varieties of avocados that do well in Northern California. You can see some fruit hanging there. They're still in the baby stages, but I'm gonna make a video in a year and I'll show you the results of these 3 trees. And this one here is a lamb Hass avocado. And for a while, this seemed like a big one when it hit the scene. It was well known for being a big avocado, maybe 4 times bigger than a Hass. And it's a very oily black skin. Then it kind of, and you could find in the market the big black Hass avocados. And but here, when you grow your own, you could let it sit for a long time and get a very high oil content. Because sometimes in the stores, they don't taste as oily as the mother tree Hass. But again, that's because, they're following, it's a business. They're following certain dates, certain times of production. And when they say it's time to cut down all the fruit, they cut down all the fruit at once. You don't have to do that though. When it's your own, you decide when you want to have them. And the great thing about this one is it's been known that the fruit can hang, although they're available in the summer, they can hang even longer, all the way through the winter. You can pick them when you want them. So whenever you want trees, you just go to your backyard. Whenever you want fruit, that is, you just go to your backyard and you pick from your tree. And this one's is big and healthy, so I decided to start doing some grafts to it. And I got one from my friend David Johnson, who lives out in the Modesto area. And here it is. Right there. The reed, you could, you can see the leaf on there pushing out through the parafilm. And this is called the Negra Grande, or Grande Negra. We're not too strict. And also called the Big Johnson. That's from my friend David Johnson, who used to drive around to different neighborhoods and look for avocado trees and collect budwood. And then this one is very consistent, very regular producer, really large, black skin avocado, Mexicola type. You eat the skin too. And anyone would be happy with one of these in their hands. Very nice avocado. And this big one here, we got nice column type, is the reed avocado. And this one does really well. It wants to get tall, and I let it get tall. And this one here is one of, some say, the best avocado they ever had, and I could see why. Let's see if I can get one here. I could see there's some fruit. See if I can try to capture it. Let's see, I think it's right about there. There's like a little grape there. Let me see if I can find another one. Oh yeah, there it is. Anyway, it's a little grape, a little fruit there. Let me see if I can find more. It's funny, when you're not holding the camera, it seems easy to find. Oh, here's another one, little one here. Let's see. There it is. And this one here, I've had some of these. I've had these a few times, but I had one set from San Diego, and they were amazing. And I think it was perfect conditions. They were allowed to hang for a long time, and the flavor became very complex. It was very oily, had the butteriness of bacon, the nuttiness of a Hass, and had the tanginess of Fuerte. It was, I could see why people like this one. Supposedly down in Fallbrook on Avocado Highway, when the reeds are up for sale, there's traffic jams. And I believe it. I could see why. People, especially if you live around avocados all the time, when the good ones come out, you want to get those. And I could definitely see why people go out of their way to get these ones. And this tree does well. So you got to grow your own, enjoy them, pick them when you want, and share with your family and friends. And again, these varieties I'm showing you, I'm also showing you because they're heavy producers. They produce very well here, and which you want, because you want to share these avocados. You want to have them for yourself, but you also want to give them to people, which is always a nice thing to do. This one here, Reed, is such a special avocado. It doesn't tend to be used for guacamole, and I kind of see why, because there's just something very nice about it. I mean, some avocados used on food, some avocados used in a sandwich, some you make turn to guacamole, and guacamole types tend to be more of the Hass types, which lamb is. But lamb, interestingly, I think is a seedling of Gwen. Mother of Gwen was Hass. So this one, you kind of get two in one. I taste Hass and Gwen when I have a lamb. And then we got another good one here. Speaking of guacamole, for guacamole. And that one's this one here. I highly recommend this one. This is the Pinkerton Avocado. This tree's not that big. It's probably 10 feet wide, maybe 12 feet tall. It can be kept smaller with pruning. And that's another good thing, because the way houses are now, it's like we don't have a lot of room to grow big trees. So it's nice to have a tree that doesn't take over your whole yard, and you could have other fruit trees as well, or other avocados. And this one's very nice in Southern California. I see you've seen a comment that it takes a couple weeks to ripen, which is probably why it's less common, because everything about it is wonderful. You see here, this is a very shady spot in my yard, and it produces every year. I get fruit off this one. And the only thing I see in Southern California is they complain about how long it takes for them to ripen. And here, though, in Northern California, I put them on the counter in a couple weeks. They're good to go. They're ready for eating. There's one right there, I think you can see. So this one's very reliable, and again, another healthy tree. So I decided to add some things to it, and I put some more grafts. This is the Alameda graft. I see my parafilms everywhere, but don't worry. Doesn't have to be pretty, just has to be effective. And here's another one here. And this is the Oakland Graft. And the Oakland avocado is an amazing black skin avocado, which for the longest time I thought was a Nimlio because it's excellent. It's got pebbly fat flesh, nice, just an amazing avocado all the way around. One of the best I've ever had. So I'm trying to get it going. I haven't had luck yet, but it'll happen. This one I'm sure I will have luck with, because this one seems to graft easily, for me anyway. This is the La Morinda. And this one's from the Lafayette, Moraga, Morinda area, in a seedling tree that was found there. And it seems to be a Hass Fuerte cross, because it looks like Hass, the tree looks like Hass, the fruit looks like Hass, but it tastes just like Fuerte. But also, like Fuerte, tends to be every other year that it goes into production. So it definitely has characteristics of both. The tree is a lot smaller than a Fuerte, which can be a huge tree that takes over your yard. And some people, Fuerte doesn't do well because they're in a colder area or they're by the sea. So maybe La Morinda will be different, because La Morinda is in is a kind of cold area. The colder it gets cold at night anyway, and it still does well. So maybe this will help people who want to grow Fuerte. They can find the La Morinda avocado. All right, thanks. Like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos on growing avocados in Northern California. And also, I got one more thing to show you. Maybe you could help me with the comments on YouTube. Can you tell me what kind of nest you think this is? I think it's a hummingbird nest. All right, thank you. Have a good day.